Hi, everybody. How you doing this morning? Welcome to Friday. It's Friday, January the 12th, 2024. It's option expiry day today. You remember? You remember that? You remember Fridays? They're option expiry day today. Wow. We are watching the markets in the pre-market here. What a crazy couple of days, huh? We're now getting this the volatility that we were wondering about. It's happening. We were down 350 points at one point yesterday morning, ended up with a 15-point gain for the Dow Jones, and now we're down 200 points this morning pre-market. So welcome to volatility, option expiry day. And what's happening to this morning? The banks are starting to come out with their earnings reports because it's earnings season. It's time to find out how much money did you guys make last quarter. Isn't it quite amazing to see how banks, the big boys, are releasing their financials today on the 12th of January? Their numbers were just finished on the 31st of January, and they have their financials audited right now. That's impressive. A lot of public companies won't release results for another week or two or three, including SoFi on the 29th, Monday the 29th, pre-market, they will release. So they will likely have their numbers in hand later this week coming up or the week after, and then bingo, Monday morning we find out how they're doing. And of course, GameStop, their numbers won't be released. Actually, their numbers won't be released for quite a while yet. I'm trying to remember their quarter. Anyway, whatever it is, welcome all to the party. It's nice to have you here. What's else is happening here? SoFi is 820 right now. It was down to 805 this morning, 804. It's showing an 820 last trade. I don't know if that's real because the market is the chart went like this, and I don't know if it is real or just a blip. I'm not sure what's going on. But hey, you want to go higher? That would be fantastic for me. I would love that because I have viewers here who should be really being rewarded for being shareholders of this company. And those who are shorting this company should be punished. But anyway, it is what it is. There's an article out there called on Monthly Fool, why shares of SoFi, an analyst is dead wrong on SoFi. Here's why. That's the headline. And the analyst thinks that the downgrade is wrong for two reasons. So there you go. Anyway, we'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure if we can. KBW downgraded SoFi. We know to what, week and a half ago now, week and a half, something like that. We'll see how that all plays out. Anyway, okay. I mentioned yesterday to you folks about how SoFi made that layoff. They didn't make a layoff announcement. We all know this. They did not come out and specifically do a press release to say, hey, we're laying off a bunch of people. They didn't do that at all. The market picked up on it because of employees of SoFi who were given the goodbye notices and the severance check. They were posting on LinkedIn, hey, I'm unemployed. I'm looking for work. Anybody know where I can get a job kind of thing? I got laid off at SoFi. I've been there for 2 years. Here's what I can do. That's how we found out. And then some digging by some entrepreneurial people out there did some more digging and went to chat sites and other places and started putting together the story that, there seems to be layoffs. And some of the people at SoFi are saying, we hear through the grapevine that 7% of the people are being let go. Now, we can't verify that to the absolute nth degree, but it's pretty consistent. We're finding that, there's some truth to that. But now we also note, you folks are noticing, and some of you mentioned to me, you've asked me, Bruce, have you noticed that there are layoff notices at other places going on right now, like Amazon, and like the most successful companies in the world are laying off people? And I'm saying, yes, that's true. And I will, again, reiterate that it's a smart move for a corporation to lay people off in this day and age. You youngsters, in this day and age of 2024, it's a good time to lay people off in January every year. It's a bad idea if you're a publicly traded company. It's a really bad idea to lay people off in December. It never goes well with the media. It never goes well with the vibes. You lay people off on December 15th, you're a tyrant. You lay people off the first week of January, well, that's business. But it's also a smart move for business to lay people off in early January because for many companies, their fiscal year is the calendar year. So January is the beginning of 2024's earnings season, where December was the end of 2023, and you're trying to lock in your gains and minimize your losses. So when you lay off people in the first week of January, you will incur some expenses to let them go. However, you get to say to the street at large, yeah, we had to let people go, but the effect will be lower costs for our corporation for the balance of this year and for the future, of course, beyond this year. But in the second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter of 2024, we will make a lot more money than we would have made had we kept them on, because we're not utilizing them at 100%. These folks are working at a quarter of their capacity. We don't have enough work for them right now. They helped us create this website. They helped us create this. We did that. We made all of these adjustments in our corporation, and they're no longer needed anymore. It's kind of like the 1900s, when horses started getting replaced with automobiles. Blacksmiths weren't needed anymore to put on horseshoes on horses, because wagons weren't being pulled by horses anymore. Wagons were attached to truck chassis, and these are mechanical wagons now, not horse-drawn wagons. Instead of hailing a carriage to be taken across town, you hailed a cab, a motorized carriage. And so a lot of jobs became redundant. But back in the day, the 1900s, we think today that in the 1900s, 20s, and 30s, that all the old professions that phased out, that happened over a long period of time. And today we have such a short attention span, 8-second attention span, that if I just did this, it would drive you insane, because I would just be sitting, there's nothing happening. He's got to be moving. Well, in our world today, we have an 8-second attention span, and we feel, well, if you're going to get rid of redundancy, take care of it, you better do it right now. Let's go. Because I need earnings. I need earnings results, and I need my stock to go up right now. And by the way, Bruce, what time today should I buy SoFi? Because I'm dying to get in at the low of the year. Welcome to today's world. But back then, people were going, oh my God, changes are happening so fast. In downtown New York, there used to be, 3/4 of all the movement of downtown New York was horse-drawn and mules. Then it became electric trolley cars. Like, whoa, that's the future. And then gasoline-powered cabs and trucks. Whoa, that's the future. That happened pretty fast, but in our recollection, it happened over decades, and change today happens over milliseconds. There you go. Of course, AI is changing everything at light speed as well. And we keep asking, people keep asking each other, how long will it take until this AI takes over? It's already been happening. There is no date that it'll start. We've already started that. I saw something yesterday that I chuckled at. Jen and I were watching television last night. We were watching the Calgary Flames kick the butts of the Phoenix Coyotes last evening. And while that was going on, I was on this device right here, and I was doing some, I think it was Instagram watching or TikTok watching. I can't remember what it was. Just watching these little short videos, while I'm watching the game and watching. And I caught a news story from 1979 from the CBC National News with Knowlton Nash in 1979. And he was talking about, and they prepared a report. out of France. I didn't know this. I don't know if you know this, but this report was based out of France. A reporter was sent there. Joe Schlesinger, I believe is his name, icon of Canadian broadcasting. Anyway, Joe was in France covering this story about this brand new, state of the art, possible glimpse into the future, McFly, the future. A town in France, a city of 45,000 people. Can't remember the name of the town, doesn't matter. They had 55 businesses linked in to a computer network that was also linked into their local banks. And shoppers, you're not going to believe this, shoppers can walk in to a grocery store and go up and down the aisleways and pick their groceries out, come to the cash register in 1979, and everything is added in by hand. You remember the old days? Many of you don't know this. The clerk at the cash register used to punch in the price of every item on the cash register every time they handled it. Rather than scan it, there were no scanners. And at the end, the total would come up when they hit the button. They would say, you owe us $38.50. In 1979, in this city in France, you could use a card that looked like a credit card, and you could insert it into a machine, and you could then say, it would ask you, is $38.50 the correct amount? You would say, yes. Would you like to pay it with your checking account or your savings account? One or two. One, enter a PIN number. What is that? And hit enter. And within 30 seconds, the money would be transferred from your bank to the retailer's bank, and you could take your card out of the machine and you would get a receipt and you could leave without paying cash. 1979, that made the national news of Canada. We were amazed way back when. That's a whole new world, because cash was king, baby. Or you wrote a check. Have you ever seen in the last 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, have you ever been in a lineup at a grocery store and seen someone pay with a check? When is the last time you saw someone pay with a check at a retail store, in a shopping mall, what have you? When's the last time you wrote a check? Any of you? When's the last time you physically wrote a check? Do any of you have a checkbook? Do any of you have the ability to even write a check from your checking account? We still call them checking accounts. There's no such thing as check. Wow, have things ever changed? Yeah, well, that was 1979. That was 44 years ago, in case you can't do the math. That's 45 years ago. I can't do the math. 45 years ago, that news article came out, and they said this might spread to the rest of France and all of Europe in the next 2 years, and will likely come to North America sometime in the 80s. Well, how about that? Welcome everybody to the party. Welcome to everyone to the future. Those of you who've been wondering what the future would ever look like, you have made it. You have arrived. You're here. I congratulate you. Welcome to the future, Marty. You're all here, and what a world in which we live. No question about it. Thank you all for joining me. Okay, SoFi now is 816 after topping out at 820 something for a moment or two. It looks like about 10 minutes. The stock was over 820 a share. Now we're back to 816. Volume on the morning, 780,000 shares. I don't know why SoFi went from 805,678, something like that, up to 820, 822 in like no time whatsoever. I don't know why it did that, but it did that. It's unchanged at 817 right now. That's where it is. Lost 31 cents yesterday. Very, very interesting patterns on the SoFi shares. Everyone, welcome all to the party. Welcome all to the show. Welcome all to this channel. Thank you, those of you out there, and congratulations to those of you out there who have decided to pick up the classes, especially on that class deal that the special that we've put out, that I've put out. Congratulations, and thank you again for obviously your support of this YouTuber. The deal is about to expire. You can get your deal here. You can pick up 5 classes for the price of 4. For there it is, right there, $599.99 US. What you do, and I still get emails. How do I do this? You make a donation of $599.99 US to my PayPal account, which is down below in the description of this channel, or it's on my homepage of this channel. You make a donation there. And then what you do is you head over here to my website, or sorry, you head over here to my email address. Pardon me. You send me an email and you say, "Hi, Uncle Bruce. I just sent you a donation PayPal for $599.99. I would like classes number. There are 17 of them to choose from. Where are the classes to choose from? They're right here on this website called stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That is my website. You can go there, and then you'll find the homepage of my website. You'll notice it'll look rather familiar to you. You'll go, "Oh, that's this guy. Yeah, I know who that is. That's Uncle Bruce." Go to classes, the link that says classes, and you'll be right here. And you'll see my familiar face on that with that whiteboard back there. And then here are the classes, numbers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. There's 17 of these. Number 7, making money from put contracts, how to trade credit spreads. Number 8, 9, butterflies. How does he pick his favorite stocks? Using poor man covered call writing strategies to quit your day job. Number 11, always a favorite. Number 12, rollover strategies, really important. 13 and 14, stink offers, stink beds, the psychology of the markets, how to maximize profits from writing stock options. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, number 15, advanced poor man covered call strategies. Number 16, how to use other people's money to profit in the options market. We're talking iron condors, credit spreads. Oh, this is easy. 17, fixing option trades and adding cash with smart spreads. Yeah, baby. Those classes are available for you. Any of them, all of them. And thank you to those of you who have sent me emails and said, Bruce, I've been watching you for like from day one, like when you started this whole thing, I've been a member, or I've just been a lurker. I've been, I get this all the time. Believe me, this message comes to me all the time. I've been following you for a while, and I haven't taken any of your classes yet, but I love hanging out with these people of yours. I love hanging out with this group, and I've tried to do some option writing, and I've decided to get off my ass, and I'm going to take these lessons for once and for all, because I know some stuff about option writing, but I don't know a lot of the little things. And these classes you've made, enough of your viewers keep telling all of us, take the damn classes, because inside those classes are little nuggets of info that Bruce doesn't have time to get into every single day, every single time. And so take these classes and get all the little details, rewatch them anytime you want, and take this job seriously. If you want to be a serious individual and join the upper middle class of the economic sphere, you're going to have to be pretty good at writing options. You can't be lucky and consistently make money for the rest of your life because you're lucky. No, you have to be educated. You have to be experienced. You have to be focused, disciplined. You have to understand the entire options market. You have to understand people who are doing trades just like you, and people who are doing trades the complete opposite of you. You have to get into everybody's head. You've got to be smarter than 51% of the entire players of the option market, which there are millions, and you have to now be in the upper 10% to consistently and comfortably make a killing in this market. Because I don't want you here that you make $500 a month and go, oh yeah, I make a couple $100 a month on this. It's a couple extra bucks. No, that's not what option market trading is all about. If you're going to become an option writer, you have the tools, you have the ability, you have the potential to generate serious dough. And I use the number $30,000 a month as the bar. That's the bar that I want to set for you guys. And I am absolutely keenly aware that many of you out there hear me say that and you go, oh, that's never going to happen. That guy's like these other promoters out there who talk about getting rich doing this and get rich doing that. If you generate $30,000 a month in profit from option writing, you're not rich. You might think you're rich. You might think, oh, well, that number right there would just set me to a level. I've never made that much in my job. My wife and I combined, working overtime, don't make that kind of money. There are people out there who watch this channel who make an hourly wage. And what they do is they fantasize about, if I could work 60 hours a week or 70 hours a week with overtime and double time and holiday pay, and my wife was to do it, how much money could we possibly make? What's the most money we could possibly make if we worked every single hour? And it's not $30,000 a month. Just unsustainable. I can tell you right now, there are people watching me right here who are commenting here to each other and whatever, who make more than that now. They're making more than $30,000 a month here. Some of them are making it a week. They don't brag about it though. You don't need to. You don't have to go around the world and tell the world that you're too busy making money. I mean, let's face it. Once it's going, you're focused on making more because you never have enough. And I guess the other thing you think about is, look, I had a good month this month, but I got to back it up with another one because I can't have, 1 or 2 good months build up and then have 4 months of misery and then I'm broke again. I don't want to. I want to get away from that feast and famine kind of thing, right? I want to have a steady life again. 30,000 a month is the target number that I set for you guys because I can tell you the trading that people are doing here now that are generating that kind of money and more is exactly the same trades, the kind of trades they did 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I've been on the air now since January 2021, and I have a lot of these viewers here who have been members of this channel for the whole time I've offered memberships. And a number of folks have become members in the last year or two who were watching for a few years already and finally became members. These folks are doing the same trades they were doing a year ago. They're writing contracts, they write calls, they write puts, they buy them back, they roll them over, they get into poor man covered call scenarios, they get into cash secured put scenarios. And they're taking every class I bring up. I bring up the next one, number 18. I can guarantee you a core number of these folks over here will be in the class live, even though they're generating hundreds of thousands a year in revenues from option profits. It's how it's done, and it's how it works. You'll find yourself in the same position. You start writing some options and getting better at it and becoming more patient and allowing the process to work itself out, using time as your secret weapon. As shrinkage occurs on these contract premiums, you will begin to go, oh my lordy, Lord, I see the future. Bruce, I get it now. This is like Back to the Future. This flux capacitor thing is real. I understand. I just did 10 contracts and I bought them back for 20 cents less, 80 cents less, $1.50 less than what I sold them for. And I'm just doing the mathematics. I mean, it's not hard. If you make a 50-cent profit on 10 contracts, you sold them for $1.50, bought them back for $1. You made $50 a contract. You did 10 contracts. That's $500. And you're going, that took 2 weeks. And I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. And you should. You've got your calculator up, or you got your brain going. You got a pen and a piece of paper, maybe, or you got your phone as a calculator. And you're saying to yourself, well, if I could make $500 on writing 10 contracts, that means if I'd have written 20 contracts, I would have made $1,000. If I'd have done 100 contracts, I'd have made $5,000 in 2 weeks. And I know what's happening now. Well, I don't even get $5,000 from my employer, like net, the amount of money I actually get in my checking account. Remember the checking account? I don't even get $5,000 in my checking account every month. And I could get this from writing 100. Whoa, if I could write 25 contracts every week on an ongoing bit. Oh, the math. Then you do the other math. You say to yourself, okay, he's talking about $30,000 a month. How many contracts do I have to write a month to make $30,000? Do I need to find contracts that I sell at $5 that expire worthless every single trade I ever do? No, that's not the way. That's not the real world. Many of you have been exposed to options commentators, well-intentioned people who will show you examples of how to make money in the options market, doing various kinds of spreads and trades and what have you. And at the end of the deal, what it's all about is that you brought in or you created the options at one price, and then when they expire worthless, this is how much you make. Every example is they expire at the end of their life. They're only worth $1. They used to be worth $4, but you had to wait till the end of the trade, the end of the contract's existence. That is not the real world. That is not the real option trading world. The real option trading world is right here, where we always talk about closing positions out when they've kind of paid off nicely. And it's time to move on to the next one, because you make most of your money on the first 3/4, 2/3 of the return. That's where you make your fastest amount of money. After that, the last 33% of what you're going to get, or 25% of what you might earn on that trade, might take another 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 8 weeks to get the last couple of pennies out of the trade. You've wasted too much time, where you could have repositioned yourself into a new trade with new sets of contracts, just like the first set you just finished with, and you're getting top dollar again. And you already know the minute you write these calls, I have made money. The minute I wrote these cash secured puts, I am a winner right freaking now. I'm a winner right now. This is great. And you might be in the trade for a week, 3 weeks, a month. Are you going to be in these trades for 5 months, a year? No, that's not the real world. It's not inaccurate, though. It's not a lie if someone out there says to you, look, if you write these 10 contracts at $2 each and they expire worthless in 6 months, you will make $2,000. That's not inaccurate. That's very accurate. It's true. But can you live on $2,000 over the next 6 months? Can you live on $20,000 over 6 months? Those of you who have families, 20 grand ain't going to cut it. You can't quit your day job for that. No, you need results that are higher than that, sooner than that. And with options writing, the skill is to pick the contracts with the highest premiums, out of the money, with the best potential to shrink out. And if you get the 50-60% return shrinkage that you're looking for, you move on, you close it out and take on another one. And for the next 2 or 3, 4 weeks, you're looking for the next candidate that'll give you that, and the next one, and the next. But every time you produce your next batch of contracts, you will begin to notice, I used to write 10 of these. I now write 15 at a time. I have the financial capital to do 15 credit spreads, call credit spreads. I can do 20 now. I could do 30 now. It's the same trade. It's the same everything, the same possibilities of rolling them over, the same time frame. It's just more of them. And it's the old expression, the rich get richer. How many times has that happened where you've seen yourself, someone you know, whatever, they bet on a horse race and they bet $5 and they turned it into 10, and they're happy. But they also know that, well, that guy over there bet 100 and turned it into 200. And that guy made $100. I made 5. Yeah, but you're both correct. Same trade, same wager, same everything. Option writers, depending on how many you write, that's how much you can make. And this is where the 30,000 a month keeps coming from. I'll bring you back to that. There comes a point in time where you realize, yes, you know what? I used to write 10 at a time and then 15. I now write 20 contracts at a time, very conservatively. And I know the number. I now know, okay, my head is yelling at me, Chester, you need to write 200 contracts a month or 128 of them a month or whatever that magic number is. Once I reach that number of contract creation, writing, that equals $30,000 a month. Maybe it's 400 contracts a month. Maybe it's 800 contracts, depending on how conservative your trading patterns are. You also then can calculate kind of backwards and say, well, for me to be able to write this many contracts in a particular trade, I'm going to need this much capital to do so. And I'm at this much capital now. So now I know the capital requirement I'm going to need to be able to write that many contracts that will get me to that kind of return. And you now have the finish line in sight. We're at your office, wherever you work for a living. You don't see a finish line. There is no finish line. You thought there was a finish line for your ultimate career advancement opportunity. And as you were coming in on it and coming close to it, they moved the goalposts on you. And it's not the first time they did that. Or they changed the requirements, or they transferred you to another department and you're 5 pegs lower. And you will never get a promotion. You will never be senior management. You will never be included in the upper echelon of the corporation. But for some of you, unfortunately, and those you know and love dearly, they find out in their 40s and 50s that they will never make it to that level. And they've put in their 20 years, 25 years of loyal, dedicated service for jack squat. A check, but that's it. This option game, you're in charge, you're in control. It's your life, it's your account, it's your business. It's your side gig, it's your side hustle, it's your second career, it's your third career, it's going to be your only career, whatever you want to call it, all right? Up to you. But if you can get to the point where I tell you, this is the line I need you to get to where I am satisfied. You reach 30,000 a month in revenues. Now I can truly tell you, you're on your way. I've done my work here. Yeah, many folks who make that much money and more cling to me even more because they say, hey, man, you got me here. I'm not leaving because making 50 a month, 80 a month, 100 a month, I'm more than happy to be talking to you because I trust your judgment. I trust your vision. I trust your experience. There's nowhere else I can go. There are no other YouTubers out there that will take you from 30,000 now to $250,000 a month. There are no YouTubers that can do that for you. You're still on your own, but you're on your own with a lot of knowledge and a confidence and experience. You're likely a mentor to others now as well, which you may find just as satisfying as I find it satisfying. So up to you. Thank you all for being here. Rasman, hey, new member. Thanks, pal. Great to welcome you to the party and the family. Thank you, all of you out there who've joined into this channel. I love you guys. Gold Bagel member level, fabulous. Thank you all. By the way, I mentioned this now, and I can't help it. It's only fair I do mention this to you. And I don't like sounding like a broken record, but this is my job. This is what I do. This is how it's how I get paid. I get paid more money when more of you make money. I don't make more money when you lose money. I make more money in my pocket when more of you make money. And one sign, a simple, in my face example of are my viewers making money or not, how are they doing or not, is reflected easily and directly in my face as to how many members there are on my channel. How many members are members of this channel at the Gold Bagel level, at the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level? How many subscribers do I have? How many classes are selling? These are how I make money. I don't make a dime. trading the market, because I don't trade the market. I don't have any option positions, so I'm not making any money doing that. I make money from this right here. There it is. There are more Gold Bagel members of this channel than Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. Now, to become a base level member of the channel is the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level. It's $10 a month. $10 a month, 33 cents a day for a month, a 30-day month, is the base level. This level is $25 a month. So do the math and divide it by 30 days. You get your number. The folks who pay this to join this level, they get more. Well, doesn't that make sense? You pay more, you get more. They get the pre-market show before this show comes on every day when I'm on live. They get the Wednesday primetime live show every week, 7 o'clock Eastern time, which is as close to a one-on-one as you're going to get without paying me $400 for a one-on-one. They get trade tips that I pop up every once in a while. There's a benefit to being a Gold Bagel member. And these folks here are paying $300 a year to YouTube. YouTube takes the money. They keep 30% for themselves. That's $90, and they give me $210. $17.50 a month is what I get every time you make a payment. So I have to live off that on a monthly cash flow basis. That's it. That's where I do what I do. Those of you taking the classes, you are helping Jen and I dramatically. Yes, classes are out there. They're $150 a piece, or right now $120 each if you buy 5 of them, until Sunday night, by the way. And of course, those of you who are generous enough to just make a super chat donation or send me a PayPal donation, thank you. I love it when I get those. And of course, those of you who look me up for a one-on-one private consultation, that is $400 for an hour. And I can only do so many of them a week, but I thank you. And it's very enjoyable, and it's informative. And for many of you, it's been the secret sauce to solidify your money-making abilities. For many of you out there, you've joined us, become a member, bought classes, hanging out, and you're doing all right. You're making trades, but you just can't seem to hit massive home run profits on the option trading. You're making money, but you're leaving money on the counter, and you don't know what you're doing wrong. And so you decide, I'm going to throw him $400 and have a one-on-one with this guy. I'm going to show him how I trade these options and what I've been doing and how I've been doing it, and let him react to me on what does he think. And usually what happens is I come up with something. I'll come up with, when you did that, maybe you want to consider doing it this way instead of that way. And that will generate more to you right off the get-go when you write these contracts. And when you do a closeout, maybe consider doing a closeout this way. Close out your position this way. Or when it comes time to do a rollover, if the market does this, you could do that. If the market does that, you could do this, you could do that. And we have the session. I send you the rerun of the session, and you can rewatch the one-on-one as many times as you want. And this has been the game changer for a lot of you out there. You've said to me, the classes are great. These one-on-one daily sessions are fabulous. The show is great. The Wednesday night primetime live, fabulous. But these one-on-ones are everything, because you can just talk about my account. It's only about what I'm dealing with. And we can get right to the problem as fast as possible and then come up with solutions and ideas. So thank you all. That's how I make a living. It's as simple as that. That's it. And the business is growing because you are growing. And more newbies are coming into the channel every week, every month. New class buyers are buying classes. I'm seeing names buying classes I don't recognize. These are new people. I don't know who these people are. They're new people. And I then get the emails later, and they'll say, I just took the first 4 of your classes. Holy crap. Man, have I learned a lot. I'm getting 5 more right now. Others of you have said to me, I've just watched the first 2 classes. I'm buying all 15 now. I'm just going to, here they are, $5.99 times 3. Get me all of them. I'll watch them all in the next 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, because of what I've already seen in the first 2 classes. These lessons are almost 2 hours long per, so it's 34 hours of instruction done in front of a live audience. The same people here, this crowd, pretty well. Most of them, like 80% of these people, you'll quickly note. Oh yeah, that's Beach Boy. That's Alberto. They're asking questions. When he did class number 8, they were asking about class number 9, class 15, class 6. Yeah, that's why they're still here. They've taken all the classes and they still won't go away because they're making moolah. Join Alberto, join Beach Boy, join Luca, join BW, join all these guys. Not a lurker anymore. Pap, Flint Creek, Stephen Butler, Susan Shops, Lame Duck. Join Bobby Atkinson, Larry Titus, Cindy B. I'm just rattling off the names that I see going by here. Wing Commander, Corinne, Mandu number 5. Join these guys, comical name, Aurora, and start writing options like they're writing options. Become part of the gang here, and hit the thumbs up button for me if you can. Those are free to hand out. That shouldn't be it. I shouldn't even have to ask. You guys should be on top of the thumbs up button for me. If you don't know how important those are, they're important. Please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and consider becoming a member. Gold Bagel member would be the way to go, but it's up to you. You can be a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. I appreciate you. We love you. And any of you out there who want to make $10,000 donations to Jen and I's cause, you're more than welcome to do that through PayPal anytime you want. Yeah, I'll take less, but we'll do it all. And thank you. Not a lurker is saying here, I am Alberto. Will be Alberto in one more day. I'm also not a lurker's dad and cousin to all the others on here. I am Alberto. I am not a cat. Right on. Much love, Bruce. Right. Marcus is number 77 here. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups, for being here. Appreciate this. Giddy up, everybody. Oh man, what else is going on? Vivash, Uncle Bruce, should I be writing cover calls on SoFi before the earnings, or at this point wait till after earnings? I think you know the answer to this question. I think you already know the answer to this question, Vivash. Thank you for being here. Where are we at now? 8:18 on the old SoFi. Go, baby, go. I think you guys are going to be I know you guys are going to be very happy. You're going to be incredibly happy. The shares start trading at $15 a share, and you're writing $17 covered calls, hauling in $250, $3 a contract, times how many thousands of shares you guys own. There's got to be over 1 million or more shares in this channel's universe. The amount of option money that is going to come into the viewers' hands on this channel will pale against anything else because of the number of shares of SoFi we're sitting on here. We know the future, and we like what we see. Thank you all. Welcome to the party, everybody. All right. Thank you. All of you for popping through here and hitting classes and everything else. You guys are awesome. Okay. Well done. Yeah, the lower the market goes, the quicker you buy back calls. That's simple as that. The higher the market goes, the more you buy back covered calls, cash secured puts you've written. The markets go up, cash secured puts go down. You make money either direction. It's just a beautiful thing. We're down 98 on the Dow at the moment. We're down a quarter point on S&P. We're down 3 points on NASDAQ. We've had a bit of a recovery here. I don't know how much more there'll be. We're up 199 on crude oil. Citigroup posts loss in a very disappointing quarter, but it has made substantial progress in transformation. Yeah, these are the kind of comments that Wall Streeters make to say, please don't sell the stock. Please don't leave the market. We know you're not making money with us, but stick around. It'll get better, because Wall Street never wants you to walk away. They need to manage your money at all times forever. That's the name of the game in Wall Street. Here, you don't need to own any stock if you want to write stock options. It's a fallacy. There is no rule anywhere that says you must own some shares to be able to write options against shares. No. The other thing that you need to understand that is a big deal for those of you who, when you hit it's an epiphany for many of you. You realize, oh my God, I didn't know I could do that. You can write options on Tesla right here, on NVIDIA right here. Not right here, I mean, in the option market. You can write options on Tesla, NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, any expensive company, any stock more than 100 a share, 200 a share, 300 a share, 400 a share, 500 a share, doesn't matter. You can write options on these kinds of stocks. And you're saying to me, Bruce, I've only got 15,000 bucks, 20,000, 30, 50,000. I got like 10 grand lying around. How in the world can I write options on something like Tesla or NVIDIA? What are you talking about? I'm talking about credit spreads. I'm talking about call and put credit spread trades. I'm talking about iron condor trades. I'm talking about option trades where you get paid based on the credit you get upfront, and you control the cost of the trade itself as far as how much capital you need to do a single contract or more, multiples. If you want to write a call option on NVIDIA, right now, NVIDIA shares are trading at something like $545 a share. So you would need to buy 100 shares for $54,500. $54,500 will get you 100 shares of NVIDIA. Now you can write one call contract against those 100 shares. Not very many of you out there can just hold your hand up and go, oh yeah, that's a piece of cake for me. However, how about writing a call option and buying a call option on NVIDIA, where you are getting a credit to do the trade? Actually, you're actually getting money into your account to do the trade, and you're risking $1,000 to do a call trade, a call credit spread or a put credit spread on NVIDIA, where you write a call and you buy a call and you get a credit. It's in your account right now. That credit actually goes against the $1,000 you need to cover the trade, by the way. So if you bring in $2.50 in credit, $250 on 1,000, you're actually putting up $750 to write a credit spread trade, call or put. And you decide what the strike price will be for the contracts. You decide how long the contracts live for until they expire. 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6, 9, 3, 5, whatever you want. You can close out the position anytime you want between the moment you create it versus the expiry. You don't have to wait to expiry. And you can also roll these positions if the market goes against you. So really, Bruce, all that? I can do all that? Yes, you can do all that. If you've got 15 grand lying around, you can easily do 10 credit spread trades on NVIDIA. 10 calls. You write 10, you buy 10 right now. And if you bring in like I said, a 250 credit, and again, I'm just picking a number at the moment. It varies depending on which spread you're writing. That's why I have classes. $2,500 is coming into your account. 250 a piece times 10. 2,500 is sitting there. You decide how much of that 2,500 you give back, because you will close out the position when you're good and ready to do so. And if you've written out of the money calls and you've purchased further out of the money calls behind them as your insurance basis to lock in that maximum risk, hey, the shares can rise and you still win. In effect, you've written a credit spread, call credit spread on NVIDIA, and you're saying, I don't think the shares can go above this price. There's a price ahead of the stock that I don't think it's going to go above that price in the next month or 2 months or whatever. And even if it does go higher towards those contracts, you still make money, because those contracts have one problem with them, which is your advantage. They have a limited time frame to exist. And as the time whittles out, each day goes by, each weekend comes and goes, time is running out. These contracts lose premium value, and that is your profit margin right there. That's one of them. Of course, if you're the kind of individual that is writing NVIDIA call credit spread, and the stock's at 545 right now, and you've decided to write 575 calls with 585 calls behind them, and next Tuesday the stock drops $30 in one day because the Dow is off 800 points on a profit-taking binge or something like that. You're sitting there going, oh, wow, gee, I don't have to wait till the end of the, another week or 2 or 3 to close this thing out for a profit. I could close it out now because the stock just went, and my contracts are just going with it. The credit spread was $250. Now it's 80 cents. I'll close it out and take the $1.70 times 10, $1,700. You just made $1,700, and NVIDIA went down in value. You don't care. You don't own the shares. Guess what you're going to do now? You're going to write another credit spread. Here we go again. You might write a put credit spread. Way out of the money. You might write an iron condor. Calls and puts at the same time. Way out of the money on both sides. Let the stock sit in the middle somewhere. Collect it all. It's exciting, kids. There are professionals in downtown Manhattan, in London, England, Paris, Frankfurt, Milan, Italy, Dubai, Shanghai, Tokyo, Seoul, everywhere. I mean, every capital city in the world, but there are certain financial centers on the planet that are rather large. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And then there are hedge funds that are based in Switzerland, tax haven countries around the world, everywhere, every time zone, you name it, North Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, trading contracts, trading credit spreads, trading iron condors, trading all kinds of other trades. And you're amongst these guys. And what you're doing, if you're here with me, you're becoming a writer of these. You're a creator of these positions. You're not one of the saps trying to guess which direction the market is going to go with all your money on the line and a certain amount of time to deliver or lose it all. You're not that guy or girl. You are the other side. You're the casino. You're the casino creating these virtual slot machines that these people play on. And you're the ones who get paid up front. Remember, casinos only have jackpots because there's all this money in the slot machines that have been piled in now every hour, 24/7. And eventually one of them pops off over here or over here. But you'll kind of notice that many slot machines in your favorite casino, they advertise you could win up to this much money. And you have probably never, ever been in a casino. In all the years you've been in a casino, you have never been in a casino where they've had a multi-mega prize payout. Because it happens in a blue moon. I mean, my wife and I, Jen and I, we used to own a lottery booth where we sold lottery tickets, thousands of dollars a day in lottery tickets, 7 days a week for a couple of years. We sold probably millions of dollars of lottery tickets. The biggest winner we had, $5,000. We were selling tickets that you could win $1 million. You could win $5 million. We had 649 jackpots going. The National Lottery in Canada, $10 million payout. Our biggest winner ever in the 2+3 years we ran it, $5,000. How many 10 and 50 and 100 and $500 winners did we have? Many. Tons of them. But we didn't have a $500,000 winner. We didn't have $1 million winner. We didn't have anything like that. And the lottery booths around us, we were in downtown Calgary. There were 3 or 4 all around us. They didn't either. None of them had a big one. And collectively, we probably sold $20 million in lottery tickets over 3 years, several square blocks of downtown Calgary. None of us sold the winner, the big one, a big one. And every week, every draw, there's a big one. And of course, the scratch tickets and all that. That's the business. Well, in the option business, there are gamblers out there who will buy 50 calls at 20 cents each, knowing they are worthless. They have a week left to live. They're out of the money. And the odds of them losing every dime they put into those contracts is 95% risk. They know it going in. And yet somehow they come up with so many dollars every week and wager again and again and again to get the big one, the big one. And sometimes they get lucky and their 20-cent contract goes to $1 and they've turned $1,000 or two into $5,000. Guess what they do next? They turn around and put it all out there on 5 long shots at the same time, looking for the double score. And how many times does it come in? 0.01% of the time, like almost never. It's just given back. And who is collecting all this money? Who's collecting all this option money that is turning over all over the place? The house. The house. And there you go. The racetrack is filled with horses, trainers, owners, and gamblers. And the racetrack doesn't care which horse wins the race, which horse comes in second or third. It doesn't care. They just try to run a fair race with officials trying to officiate for cheaters and everything else. The gamblers go to the wickets and gamble and bet on their favorite horses and buy exactor tickets and trifecta tickets and who knows whatever kinds of tickets to try to make money on the horse race. And all the track wants to do is encourage the gamblers to bet as much as humanly possible because they get a cut of the action. It's a percentage payoff for the house. In the case of option writers, you are deciding what percentage of the action you're going to take off the table. That's the best part of this game. There is no set rule as to how much you take off the table. You decide your payoff. Welcome to the party, pal. $30,000 a month is available to you if you want it. Step up to the window and become an option writer. Larry, thank you, my friend. Larry Titus has done what Larry Titus does beautifully every day. He has hit the bells to start trading right here, right now, and we're open for trading now for Friday, January the 12th, 2024. Oh, my goodness. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's great to have you here. We're up 85 or so points on the Dow at this early moment in time. We'll see how all this kind of works itself out. It's great that you're here. Option Expiry Friday is underway. And let's make some moolah. Absolutely. Let's get going. It must be nice to play with other people's money without consequences, says this. There you go. Welcome all to the program and to the show. Welcome to the gang of regulars we have here. Those of you who have become members of this channel, thank you so very much for being members of this channel, being with us. We love you. And please consider becoming a member if you're not one already. We're going member-only content right now. We're open for trading, so during market trading time, we go comment for members only along with other benefits. Thank you all very much for being part of the show today. This is great. Hit that thumbs up button for us if you can. It would be much, much appreciated. Thank you all. We are now showing a thumbs up meter that is showing off how many thumbs ups now? Here it comes, 104. Thank you all. 104 thumbs ups and counting. We thank you. Don't forget our sale is on for until Sunday night, midnight. This is the last couple of days of our buy 5 for the price of get 5 for the price of 4 options classes. Thank you all for doing that. And welcome to the party, everybody. It's great to have you here. Any of those of you who are making a donation to my PayPal channel to get the deal, remember to send me an email, and the links are all down below. Send me an email. Tell me what 5 classes you'd like, and we'll get you going. If you don't know what classes to get because you haven't got any, then just buy the first 5. Simple. If you want to get all 17, then make 3 donations of $5.99 each. You can make it as 1 mega donation and then add $300 to that, and I'll send you all 17 after the show's over. You can watch them anytime you want, as many times as you want, and you've just picked up your college course on option writing. There you go, guys. Thank you. Richard Carlin, neat. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. This is so much fun. Anyway, BW is saying that SPY is 170 from its all-time high. And that is the battle line, and the V pattern up every single day of weeks and weeks. Someone wants that bell rung. What happens after that hits? We don't know. We'll figure it out. There you go, kids. Not a lurker. Alberto, SoFi cash ticket puts expiring 119, strike 10s, premium 309. Letting go to expiry. Taking all, giving them nothing. Thanks, credit. That was easy. Right. Rock and roll, man. Yeah. Giddy up. Here we go. Next week, third Friday of January, lots of option activity for darn sure. Yes. SoFi up 6 cents at 8.23 right now. GameStop is up 5 at 15.30. The Qs are up 67 cents. Spiders are up 160. AI is up 2 cents. Rocket Lab is up a penny, and the Dow is up 94. So we have a gain at the moment on the markets. The S&P is up 16. The Nasdaq is showing a 35-point gain. Crude oil prices are up $2.10. They were up over $3 a barrel about an hour ago. They're now only up $2, $74.12. This is not going to last long, this surge on oil prices. There will not be a massive attack on every oil tanker in the world by anybody. There will be no shortages of petroleum anywhere on planet Earth based on what's been going on lately. No. The Americans, Canadians, Mexicans, and others are producing oil at record production rates to minimize the impact of foreign oil import interruptions. And that's why we're not going anywhere. These prices are going low. Tesla dropping. Oh no, says Alberto. Give me that dinero. Thanks, Uncle B. You are the GOAT. Right on, buddy. Tesla right now. Where are we at? Tesla down 334 at 223. Nvidia down 75 cents. Adobe down 3 cents. Enphase up 180. Apple's up 82 cents. SoFi up a dime now, 8.28. BW SoFi wants back into its comfort channel, just about 8.32. Going to be slogging into the ER. Earnings report at the end of the month. We'll be watching for that, BW, as I'm sure you know. We're up 73 points on the Dow. The Rocket Lab up 2. AI is now up 12 cents. Got a gain, got some green going. At the moment, there you have it, 8.29 on SoFi. I think that's kind of the high range of our session right now. 8.30, yep, we're at 8.30 right now, the high of the day. We're rolling on SoFi. A volume on the old SoFi here is 2.1 million, very quiet. This is not a heavy start to the day, which tells me good things, actually. I would prefer 20 million volume right now, but 2 with an uptick. There is no selling coming in here of any significance. 15.44 on GameStop, up 19 cents right at the moment. All right, up 94 again on the Dow. We're climbing again, taking another shot higher. Interesting stuff. 19 point gain on S&P, 46 on NASDAQ. Oil up 211. Bank of America stock slides 2% as earnings almost half from a year ago. Well, you know, Bank of America has problems that SoFi doesn't have. Bank of America and Wells Fargo and other firms with multiple branches, thousands in some cases, thousands of branches, they have problems. The ongoing reality of how fewer and fewer people want to go to a bank branch to do basic banking. This is a phenomenon that is not going away. There are people out there who figure out that if they leave their office, go to their bank branch, and come back, that's 30 minutes. And that's 30 minutes away from their desk. Now, if you're sloughing off work, it's perfect. But if you're kind of a manager and expected to be on call, you haven't got 30 minutes to run away from to do any of this stuff during banking hours. No, you need to do this from your comfort of your living room, from your home, or at the office. Literally, when you're having your morning coffee in the morning, you're taking care of your banking needs from your office with your cell phone. or your personal computer, rather than lining up at some bank branch waiting for teller number 4 to open up. The folks at Bank of America, Wells Fargo, their entire business model has been eliminated and is being eliminated as we speak to each other right now. The days of you going into a bank and opening up an account and getting a toaster oven are over. There are banks now offering you hundreds of dollars to open an account with them online and be their banking partner. And if you're our banking partner for the next 3 months, we'll give you $300. We'll give you cash for being our client. That's how valuable your business is. And it's all online. And SoFi doesn't have branch issues. SoFi does not have 5,000 vaults in the United States full of personal possessions. Bank of America does. And you know what? It's true. If you have a bank branch in a small town, USA, or medium-sized city, you've got bank branches, and you have vaults, you're likely renting the vault out. 80% of the vault's contents are not the bank's contents at all. They're customers' contents in safety deposit boxes. And the banks are renting the space of a safety deposit box to customers. Maybe it's some jewelry, some insurance documents, wills, that kind of stuff. And they're charging a rent. They're charging rent. And the vault makes money. The vault makes the bank money, gross. The problem is that all around the vault, above it and below it, are expenses to run the vault. You need a branch manager, an assistant or two. You need security guards, clerical staff, customer care representatives, tellers. You need managers, loan managers. You have bills to pay, air conditioning in the summer, heat in the winter. You have property taxes to pay as a bank. You have to pay someone to sweep the sidewalk. You have to pay someone to plow or sweep the parking lot out there. You've got maintenance on the building. I mean, operational costs of banking locations have to be met. And these vaults sometimes don't bring in enough money to cover all that overhead. And remember, staff overheads, that's going up 5%, 10% a year now across all the branches. These banks are getting annihilated. Bank of America's business plan is being blown up on them. And this is why Bank of America and other big players have diversified into other businesses, because these locations lose them money. And what are you noticing more and more? Bank machines are replacing bank locations. More towns and cities have Bank of America ATM centers, but not branches. Those days are over. Everyone gets deposits from the United States government for their Social Security. They don't get checks. They get automatic electronic deposits. Government of Canada sends out Canada pension money to millions of Canadians via electronic transfer. What do you need a branch for? What do you need a branch for? You want to get cash? You don't go to a bank to get cash. You use your debit card at your grocery store and tell them you want $50 cash back. And they give you $50 cash when you buy your groceries. There's no problem getting cash. What do you need a bank for? And SoFi is not in that business. They're not in the business of shutting down 50, 80, 100 years of legacy banking. They don't have to shut all that off and get rid of all those employees and sell buildings and deal with realtors and try to offload used furniture. And oh Lord, the nightmare of shutting down thousands of bank branches, the costs. It's expensive to shut these down. SoFi doesn't have that problem. SoFi's in the we make money electronically business. We're in the fintech business. This is where these other guys want to be. It's going to take them 10 years to get here. By the time they get into the fintech side, we at SoFi will have another 10 years under our belts. We'll be 22 years old. We'll be generating $10 a year in profits on our stock, $15 a year profits on our stock. We're going to be trading at 20 times earnings. We're going to be a $300 stock. We're going to be a $500 stock. We're long gone. That's right. Just telling you what the future is, kids. I'm just trying to tell you the futures. Oh my gosh. Woo-wee. Good morning, everybody. Savage of Wall Street. No more JP Morgan conference. I'm back at my comfort zone at home where there's a heater and a coffee. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. JR, what's up with ATIP? When I try to set up some cash secured puts, Tasty says they have failed the pre-flight checklist. I didn't know they were flying MAX jets. Yeah, I don't know if there are options trading anymore on ATIP. I'm not sure if Chicago and the other exchanges, there's enough volume to justify it. I don't know, though. I don't know. Savage of Wall Street. Uncle Bruce, those AI $30 Feb 19 covered calls, I sold 2 days ago. I got $1.91 for those. I don't feel like buying them back. I want to get them assigned. Same with Unity, the $40 Feb 19s. I got $2.51 for those. I'm going to give them nothing. I don't want to buy them back. I don't want to do it. AI is $27.40. These are $30 calls. They're out of the money. They're worthless. They only have time value, and time is running out. Feb 19. They have a month and a week to go, and they're dead. Unity 40s. The Unity 40s. Unity's trading at $35. They're worthless. $2.51 he was paid, and he got $1.91 for the others. That is free money. If you have taken option classes number 1 and number 2, you can be doing what Savage did with these trades. You only need 2 lessons to learn how to do these trades. If you wrote 10 AI 30s using deep in the money calls as your leverage, or you did a credit spread and you pulled in a 191 credit spread doing, say, 30s and 40s or 33s and 38s or 33s and 40s, you brought in $1,900. The first 2 classes are $300, $150 each. Here's $1,900 for you. By doing 10 of those, you want to do 10 UIs, there's $2,500 more. Savage of Wall Street has long ago been paid for every class he's ever taken. A long time ago. John, hello, everybody. You can do these trades for the rest of your life. Cindy, no options on ATIP. There you go. BW, markets and tickers are at or printing at the, was it ATH? My question is, what morons are buying way up here at the all-time highs? They're going to be bag holders in Spider for decades. Learn writing options, leave bag holding for suckers. There you go. JR, Cindy, it's weird. There are still 8 days till expiry options showing on Tasty Trade. I guess they're just letting those run out. They're letting them run out. That's all that is. That's exactly what it is. Luca, not sure what you guys are up to, but today looks like one of those arm-folding days. We are sitting now at a 60-point gain on the Dow. Might be a dead cat bounce. Rocket Lab is up 12. AI is up 10. Spiders are up 212. Qs are up 167. The GameStop shares are up 30 cents, and the SoFi shares are up 7 right now. Make it 9. And we got Apple up 62 cents. Enphase is up 192, and Netflix is up also 192. Adobe is down, and NVIDIA is down, both less than $1. I just saw Adobe change course and go up 12. NVIDIA is down 61. Tesla down 384 a share at 223. Matterport down, up actually 6 cents at 241. Spire's down 2. Smart Rent is up a penny. Owens Corning down 8. ATIP is up 7. Unity up 50 cents at 35.32. Google's up 61. Moderna is up 360 at 110 a share. Cisco's up 8. Pfizer up 50. IBM up 92 cents. HBQ up 8 cents. Microsoft up 106. ME up to 72.7, up 1.8 cents. Amazon is ahead by 65, 70 cents or so. Home Depot up 176. Vanik Semiconductors up 45 cents. Goldman Sachs up 427. Boeing is down 306. Meta up 396. Target's up 80. JP Morgan up 295. Costco up 655. Walmart up 4. Disney up 120. American Airlines down 82. AMC is up a nickel. $4.75 a share. DraftKings a 22-cent gain at 33.66, and Royal Caribbean down $1.90 at 121.52. That's what is going on. Up 49 cents on 49 points on the Dow. 49. Oil up 236. All right. What else is going on here? Not a lurker. Alberto. Rocket Lab Feb 16, $6 cash secured puts are paying 95 cents. Yep, get them while they're hot. There you go. Willing to pay 505 for those shares. There you go. Savage of Wall Street. That's exactly what I did, Uncle Bruce. Laugh out loud. I wrote 10 covered calls and 10 Unity on those AIs and Unities. Also sold some Tesla. February 18, 225 cash secured puts, and wishing I get assigned on these. I am not too smart, so I watch and rewatch your classes. I sometimes miss things here, and makes a lot of money. Giddy up. AI 27.58 up 20 cents. SoFi up 6. GameStop up 31. Rock and roll, everybody. Cheers to all of you from around the world who are joining me here today for Option Expiry Friday, January 12th, 2024. It's nice to have you here. Oh, my. Tesla had to drop prices on their vehicles in China. That is cutting profit margins in China. Now, the other issue that Tesla is facing, those of you who are curious, why is Tesla backing off when this market is higher? Announcement yesterday, Hertz Rent-A-Car abandoning 20,000 EVs. They're offloading them, and they're going to replace 20,000 EVs with about 20,000 gasoline-powered cars instead. That's the story anyway. Sad commentary on that. But anyway, in any event, it's bad news for Tesla because these cars are available for purchase from Hertz at around $20,000 to $22,000 each, and that is cheap for an electric anything. So there are going to be people out there who are going to acquire these used Teslas. They're going to add a few accessories to them to kind of spiff them up a bit. But they're going to be driving an electric car for 20 grand, 22 grand, that with no gasoline going forward. Wow. Plug it in at home and power it up there. Yeah. Pretty smart. Pretty good opportunities for some folks out there. Uber drivers. I can see Uber drivers picking up these cars and using them as full-time Uber vehicles. I can see that coming up with 22 grand. Maybe they'll come up with 10,000 cash and borrow the other 10 from their banker. Maybe not. Some of these Uber drivers, I will bet you, there are Uber drivers out there. You know, they have a full-time job and they have a part-time gig, Uber driving on weekends, weeknights. I'll bet you there are going to be Uber drivers using their credit cards and going to get cash advances on their credit cards and buying these things for $20,000. They're going to buy one, and that's going to be their Uber vehicle. And they're going to write off the cost of the money as an expense on their Uber fees. They're going to now, insure the vehicle as a full-time vehicle. They're going to drive that vehicle full-time or at least part-time as an Uber driver. Now, when they're working Monday to Friday, they might have a friend of theirs that wants to be an Uber driver during the daytime. I can see them having a friend of theirs drive their vehicle and paying them so much a day to drive, $50 a day, $40 a day. I can see that. If they can get $200 a week, $250 a week on the side from someone else who drives that car, they're getting $1,000 a month. That is going to their credit card to buy the vehicle, and they're going to pay for it in 24, 25 months, even with the interest. They'll have bought it in the next 2 years. They drive it on the side and make $50 to $80 a night on the side that they put in their pocket. I wouldn't put it past people. Hey, people are entrepreneurial. That's how I think. It's my brain. That's my brain going. Just saying. Anyway, interesting stuff. Thank you. Credit Savage Wall Street. I just want to be like you, Horshack. Alberto Uncles, I sent corporate a message to see if we can get first dibs on these vehicles. So if I want several at credit, you're above and beyond me. Beach Boy, Savage, we're all not too smart. Dumb money, anybody? Alberto Beach Boy, you are smart enough. Laughing out loud. Well, there you go. There are people out there. I'm sure there will be people out there who have full-time jobs now, will seriously look at this and say, I can borrow from my 401k $25,000 and pay my 401k back over the next 3 years. or 4 years, whatever the loan arrangement is. I can use that money to buy a Tesla from Hertz cash. I'll just buy it, and then I'll drive it as an Uber. And then I bet you there are other people out there who are thinking, I have a used, I have this car over here, and I could sell it for $10,000, $12,000. I'm going to buy a Hertz vehicle using my 401k cash. Then I'm going to sell my used car, and I'm going to repay myself back over here. Or I'm going to borrow $40,000, buy the Tesla for $20,000, sell my car for $10,000. And I have 40 grand, that leaves 20 grand cash plus the 10 for the car. That's 30 grand cash. And I'm going to now write options and watch Uncle Bruce. And I've got a 2-year-old car instead of the 8-year-old car I had or 5-year-old car I had. I have a 2-year-old car that I put 10,000 miles a year on. I'm watching Bruce full time, and I'm trading my 30 grand plus whatever else I have lying around. And I'm living off this money. How about them apples and paying back my 401k? How about them apples? And there are some who are working from home on that home gig, paying back the 401k every month, trading the market with me, driving a much newer Tesla than what they were driving before. How about that? I don't know. I'm just asking. Bobby, as an Uber driver, just schedule yourself to drive around. Credit Savage, I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And doggone it, people like me. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, that's a good idea. I'm thinking of getting one and rent them to Uber drivers. And how about that? How about you become Hertz? You become the Hertz Corporation, or you rent the Tesla on Turo, on the private rental network. You grab 3 of these Teslas and rent them, but now you've got to maintain them, and you've got to handle the renters, and you've got to get the cleaning done. Up to you if you want to play that game. Dean, some used EVs are eligible for a $4,000 federal tax credit that sweetens the deal for buyers. Not a lurker. My mother's new car is paid via covered calls. Thanks to you. Oh, I love this. Alberto, this is a fact. She was going to buy with cash, and I stopped her. Now her 2 covered calls on Tesla a month pay her car note and insurance and more. Rock and roll, buddy. Just another little side story of people who are successful through this channel. And here is someone writing options that didn't take my classes. Alberto is the one taking the classes. Alberto has had the one-on-ones, and now he's helping his mom. Now, how many others of you are doing the same thing, helping relatives and friends, mothers and fathers, because of what you're learning here? I'm humbled by this. JR, the Savage of Wall Street. Yeah, you're a likable guy. Just look at all the gamblers coming through the casino doors. What a deal. Alberto, over a year now, she's beyond grateful. This is over a year this has been going on. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Way to go, Alberto. Thanks for sharing that. That's a beautiful story. I love it. I just love it. It's food for thought for any of you out there, really. Take the classes. Invest in yourself, maybe your family, your children, your wife, your relatives, friends, uncles, aunts, grandmas, grandpas. I don't know. Are you being looked upon for guidance? Might you be looked upon for help? Rather than lend somebody money to help somebody out, why don't you show them how to write call options on the positions they have so that they don't have to borrow money from anybody anymore? How about a relative that has 60 grand in a 401k and they are slaving away at work and they've got 20,000 in credit card debt? Why not talk to them about borrowing 40 grand from their 401k, paying themselves a loan back so you know that their 401k will be worth 70, 80,000 in a few years because they repay it and still contribute to it. So you're helping them with that. In the meantime, they're taking 40 grand out, paying off that $20,000 credit card that's costing them $400 a month in interest plus minimum payments. You've just lowered their cost of living by more than what the loan is going to cost them to borrow. And there's still 20 grand left over. What can they do with that? Learn to write options? Yeah. Buy a used Tesla for 20 grand and get rid of their old car and sell it? Yeah. Put a new fridge and microwave and stove in their kitchen and lower their electric bills because they're so efficient, or whatever the need is. You might be the one helping. And You might convince them the right options. You just might help them do that. Isn't it something? Yeah, there you go. JR, don't look now, but the markets are pulling back. Can you say green on your covered calls? We're down 45 on the down 51 now on the down. Here we go. We're up 10 on S&P. We're up 53. Make that up 48 on NASDAQ. We're pulling back. We're up 236 on oil. Rocket Lab is up 16 cents. AI down 9. Spiders are up just 110. Qs are up 97 cents. GameStop's up 24. SoFi up 5 cents. There you go. Is anyone around here having fun? Is anyone enjoying what they are seeing here and reading here and noticing here and following here? How are all of you guys doing today? Are you learning a little more about how the option market works? Is this an age of discovery for many of you that you're seeing stuff you've never seen before, or you're seeing stuff that we've talked about, but now you're seeing it for the first time actually happening in real time? I welcome all of you to the party, pals. Thank you all for hitting the thumbs up button for me today. The last report was 104. I now see 124 thumbs ups. Thank you. Hit that thumbs up button for us. Thank you very much. Way to go, kids. Enjoy the party, pal, because you're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the rest of his life, unfortunately. He didn't give us the code. He wouldn't give us the code, unfortunately. It was more like fill in the blank questions. He wouldn't do that. So he won't be joining us for the rest of his life. And it's a shame because his suit is all ruined. It's a shame. Rocket Lab up a dime. SoFi down 4. GameStop up 14. Welcome to the party, everybody. Around and around we go here. We're down 205, I guess, on the old NVIDIA. Yeah, down 215 on NVIDIA, 546. High of the day, 549.70. Now 546. High yesterday, 553. That was the all-time high. We backed off now just about $7 from the all-time high since yesterday, 546. Any of you out there doing rollovers on NVIDIA, you are being rewarded immediately already as contracts are shrinking out. 811 on SoFi, down 6. High of the day, 830. Low of the day, 811. That's where we are right now. Okay, BW, the zipper is dropping. Avert your eyes. Rugman is kind of hard to look at here. Debbie Bonner, I feel like I'm on the sidelines watching others making money a lot quicker. Should I be like Alberto and write a cash secured put SoFi $10 strike expiring 119 for a premium around 170 now, STO or BTO? I'm learning. Debbie can't wait to get going. Debbie, it can be done. On the other hand, I would say right here, let SoFi just back off with this market. The Dow's down 88. Maybe SoFi goes to $8. Maybe it goes to 790 or something like that. And maybe you might write a 10, but then again, you might not. You might write something different. I'm kind of watching those too. Keep an eye on things here. BW, anyone new here witnessing a bull trap they set in the first 30 minutes of trading? Anyone watching that for the first time? You newbies out there, be mindful. We're only up a point now on the S&P 500. We were up, 15 points a little while ago? The Dow's down 105 now. We're falling. The NASDAQ's only up 7. It's given up some ground. Oil holding 222. Nico in the house today. Happy Friday all. Neat. Having fun today. Thanks, Uncle B. Right on, Nico. Debbie Bonner, you're right. I can't. Can't wait. Don't worry, Debbie. Just stick around and watch the show. 808 on SoFi, down another penny or two. This is the low of the session. I believe this is the low of the day right now. I think so. 808, low of the session. Not a lurker. That's Alberto. Debbie, I caught SoFi a few weeks ago for that strike. Nico, remember, I've been a member for 16 months, Uncle B. Gold bagel level member, 16 months. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, all of you out there who put these alerts out. I love you guys for these. Throw some hearts out there. I love it when you guys let me know how long you've been a member of this channel. You can make those notices for free. You don't have to pay to produce those. Just hit the $ and it gives you other features. Are you making money in the market? I sure hope you are. I would love to know How many options a month do you think you guys now are writing? Do you have any idea out there how many options every month you write now? Let me know. Let me know that if you can. If any of you can, let me know how many options every month are you writing now? Are you writing 20 a month, 50 a month, 100 a month, 250 a month, 1,000 a month? How many options are you writing per month? I don't care what stock. I don't care what the index. I don't care if they're condors. If you write one condor, you're writing four. You're doing 100 condors, you're doing 400. Just how many contracts a month are you now involved in? Whether you're writing them or doing credit spreads, I'd love to know. Mandu number 5, happy a member for 30 months. Happy Friday. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. White Feather, about 20 contracts total right now. Not a lurker, Alberta, 300 plus a month. I'm writing more than 300 contracts a month now. I'd love to know. Just anybody want to share that? Just to give the channel a handle on just what is happening here with the regulars and others, to give you a feel for how active are these people who are with me all the time. How many contracts a month? I know some of you are trying to add them up right now. You're going, well, I don't remember. I got to look at my trades. And you do the numbers in general, but give me an approximation is fine. Exact number not needed. Thank you all for being part of the show, the channel, the group, the following, the winners of the markets. They're here. They're all here. Mandu number 5, Nico, Gold Bagel members. Thank you guys for letting the world know how long you've been members. How many contracts are you writing per month right now? I love this. Congrats, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the party. Okay. We've got Pappy, about 200 a month. I'm writing now, 50 a week. Not a lurker. Alberto, Jan 29th, I'll be writing over 1,000 because of that. The day that's coming. Won't that be fun? Luca, 30 contracts written as of today. 30 contracts today. Alberto, pulling the trigger for all my portfolio. No more waiting. Here we go, baby. I'm going to be writing contracts. So here we go. Taking the money from the gamblers who are handing it to you left, right, and center. Lorraine, thank you, Lorraine. $20 donation from Lorraine. Awful kind of you. Thank you so much. I hope you're making nothing but gobs of money. Dude, let's say 340 a month, about 85 a week, 340 contracts a month. Yeah. Now, if you were making $1 a month profit, that's $34,000. So, Debbie Bonner, not enough, but I'll get there via rewatching classes and the regular with one-on-ones coming up here. There you go. Debbie's coming. She's coming along here. The Dow is down 78. Okay. SoFi 810. Low of the day on SoFi, I think was 808. Let me see. Yeah, 808. 6.1 million on SoFi. 809. Debbie, Uncle Bruce. I'm going to be doing one-on-ones with Uncle Bruce. Right on, Debbie. We always have fun with these. Rocket Lab up 12. AI down 38. Spiders are up only 76 cents. Qs are only up 50 now. GameStop up 14. SoFi 810, 812, down 6, 7, 8 cents. All right. How many contracts are you guys writing a month? Let me know if you can. Do the math. For some of you, that might take a while. I get it. Some of you are sitting there going, how many I do a month? Bruce, I got to go into my account. I got to go through my history, and I'm going to have to go 10, 30, 80, 120. It's going to take a while. I understand. And that shows me and shows the channel just how active some of you are. Jen is coming in the house, coming in the room. Hi, Jen.
Hello.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We're getting excited around here.
World?
We're getting excited.
I know.
We went out yesterday and we got the meds. Jen, she popped her, she turned on her ice machine last night and threw it on her knee and had a wonderful time with that.
I think this should be in every house.
Everybody should have one of
Everybody
these.
should have one.
Whether you need surgery or not, just you got sore knees,
It's
you have a sore shoulder, your hip bothers you. This machine is
It's called a Polar Ice Wave.
gold,
So
Jerry.
not only does it have the cold going through, but it has the compression.
You know when you get your blood pressure taken, the doctor kind of pumps the air into the air, and you feel the pressure on your arm. Well, this machine pumps cold water through this thing that looks like a pad that you Velcro to your joint in question, in this case her knee, and the cold water goes through all these pipes, these tubes, and then it compresses. It gets air in it to tighten it and let it go, and tighten it.
It makes your recovery so much
it's like slow motion. And Jen she was watching a hockey game last night going, oh, and then a minute later, this machine.
Just so nice.
It helps with swelling, really circulation. I put it on my shoulder when I have shoulder issues.
I will be taking control of it for the next.
Jen will be owning this thing for her hip. It made a huge difference for her first hip. The recovery time is like half because it controls the swelling after surgery.
And it helps to eliminate blood clots. And because this only goes down to 40 degrees, if you put ice packs on, you can't leave them on forever. You have to take them off and give your skin a break. With this, you can leave it on
hours.
Forever.
Like you can leave it on for like a 4 hour.
I take it off to go to the bathroom and physical therapy.
And then you come back, put it on again. Yeah, it's like 20 out of 24 hours. Phenomenal. Just phenomenal. So all right. Who else is here? Susan Shops About is asking Alberta, do you write 2 or 3 months out? Gotta go, he says. Meeting time. May the dinero be with you all. Uncle Bruce, you can shut her down anytime now. Pass on to Auntie Jen. How you doing? How you doing there, pal? Dude, lower your expectations there a little bit, Uncle Bruce. I'm not that good. My buying power is low, so a lot of those smaller trades, credit, debit spreads, that's enough estimates. Mandu number 5, good morning, Auntie Jen. The big E, Mandu. I asked people, how many contracts do you write in the month?
Oh, okay.
The big E, 148 contracts per year is how many I've written. JR, Nuddle Workers, 1,000 contracts. Dang, you rock.
Wow.
Dude, once I keep it together, then that's me. And Mindhead in the War Room, that's code for one-on-one strategy time. There you go. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. JR, Richie. Looks like SoFi has given us all a bargain opportunity. Can you say buy? We're at 809, down that's 8. Right. JR, good morning, Auntie. Good morning, Auntie Jen from JR. JR, you weren't aggressive enough yesterday. I see Uncle Bruce still has both ears. Shut up. BW, Auntie Jen, depends on the month. Market action, but around 120 to 150. But that's going to ramp up here in the next few months, not to follow Alberta, but rather you have taught me well. Going to be running like Forrest Gump, baby.
Right.
Richard Carlin. I've been a member for 33 months and 26 days. Rock and roll. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, what's the name of that ice machine? I keep 4 ice pads in the freezer for years. What's it called?
It's called a Polar Ice Wave.
Polar Ice.
It's a brake machine.
BREG.
Yeah.
Breg
but
machine.
You can also get a Polar Ice Calm that doesn't have the compression. I don't know why you would do that.
Right. Go to Amazon. Go to Amazon. You can probably find them there. I think that some you can buy used, but I wouldn't buy used one. I'd buy a new one because they do break down.
Yeah.
Our first one broke down because she used it right to the end of its life. But it paid for itself. BWA, Edition, don't forget your baby aspirin protocols leading to surgery. Probably already doing so. The Savage of Wall Street, boom, bought RX at 11. It's a 12-ish, just sold 2 covered calls for February 16th and took in $1.05. Let's go.
But the baby aspirin, I actually start when I come home. After surgery, they don't want you bleeding that much before surgery.
There you go. Dude, I did another put. I just couldn't help myself. 9/24, September 24, $7 strike, 111 premium today. Nice start there for a rollover. Right on.
808. What?
What else is going on here? Not a lurker. Alberto, Susan, cash secured puts 1 to 2 weeks, covered calls 1 month unless the premiums call me to go out, but
Right.
usually never over 2 months. I don't like tying up liquidity for over 2 months. That's how I do it.
Right.
Dude, SoFi speaks loudly in my direction, says dude. It's calling me. 808, the low of the session right now is 806. 7.1 million traded now on SoFi at 808.809. There you are.
Oh, back to 808.
Yeah, it's jumping and jumping and jumping around. BW is learning this easy. No, but can you learn it? Oh yes. Nerves are all part of it, but sit, take time, digest, learn, and write one call or put. Right. Test the waters when ready. Right. Money is not scary. Not having it is scary. Yes, not having money is very scary.
And if you get to the point where you can bring in 1,000, 2,000 pretty regularly, it's not going to take long for your portfolio to get bigger and to make a real difference in your lifestyle.
I try to remind my viewers, especially when I do one-on-ones, they'll say to me, "Yeah, I've only been bringing in about $2,000 a month, only."
Yeah.
Why do they say that? Because they read the comments from others who are doing much larger trades. And I try to remind these people, guys, if you're bringing in $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year you're bringing in of income you don't have to work for somebody else.
Yeah.
Now think about how many hours do you have to work to take home $24,000 clear dollars from an employer? You might have to make $36,000, $38,000 to get $24,000 net dollars. $38,000 based on what you're making now. Think about the increase that would represent. And now ask yourself, oh yeah, it's like getting a 25% raise in pay, or 60%, or 20%, 10%.
Part-time job you don't have to take.
Yeah,
it's a part-time job, but you do it at home.
You do it at home on the side,
or
and
at Starbucks.
You don't have your boss to answer to on it. You're not commuting to a job. You're not putting a uniform on. You're not on your feet for a 6-hour added shift. You're not lifting and dealing with stuff. You don't have to take the garbage out from the restaurant to the bin in the back. All this stuff, the cost of getting to your job and getting back from a second job, that's money out of your pocket. One way or the other, it costs you gas, transit, I don't know what.
Pink tax for women, absolutely.
Personal time away from family and friends. Hello, nap time to just rest, watching your favorite ball game on TV because you were working this afternoon. I mean, add it up.
And knowing that really your goal is to get them all to 30,000.
30,000 a month. That's what we talk about here. That's what's.
We want 30 a month.
That's right. That's right.
It's good to have a goal.
Thank you, everybody, for being with me today. Uncle Bruce, you know when folks know this works, they only offer negative sentiments. You're doing it wrong or overextend your rights. Aggressive, conservative. Rome wasn't built in a day. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I find, and I know this for a fact. By the way, Savage, I think I bought 2,000 along with one Tesla trade. I brought 2,000 along one Tesla, told 2 cash secured puts for next month, asked for 2030, and voila, I try to outdo myself. BW, those that are not members. JR, if a person is only bringing in 2,000 a month, and it's still a win. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You bring in 100, it's a win.
Generally speaking,
more than you had.
Generally speaking, before the we shift to members only, before that, when we have the wide open commentary and anyone can comment, that's when I hear from people who aren't making money. Now, they're probably not people who've taken classes. They're not regulars of ours. These are occasionals. And these are people out there who may have watched us,
they're frustrated.
Me a year or two ago, tried to do some option trading. It's not working out very well because
they're buying.
They didn't take the classes too. They thought, well, this guy talks the talk. I'll just do some option trading. I'm smart enough. I don't need to learn all the other stuff he talks about. And they give it a shot. And sometimes they make money, and sometimes they break even, and sometimes they lose money, or they get impatient, or they forget, or don't know some of the little things we've learned around here that I've been able to teach you. And then they come on the air, and human nature, right? The squeaky wheel and the upset are the ones who talk the most. those of you out there who are making money consistently, there are people here I know, they tell me, I make $5,000 every month almost consistently. I just make that much money. And when I make 3,000 in a month, I get pissed off because I didn't make 5,000. But do I take it out on Uncle Bruce? No, I don't even tell him I make 5,000. Okay, there are people here who are making a lot of money writing options who never talk to us, who do not ever make a comment. The silent traders out there, and it's okay. I'm not demanding everybody talk to me. You don't have to talk to me. There are people here who
People are shocked.
talk to me a lot, and others who never make a comment. It's okay.
Speaking of talking,
Thank you all.
my phone's blowing up, so I'm gonna leave.
Your phone is wonderful.
It's
You
beeping
better,
at me.
you better go.
Everybody have a wonderful weekend. I'm not
A
gonna,
long weekend.
I'm
Long
not
week-
going to talk to you for a while.
She's not going to talk to you until after she's done
I
her
know,
operation.
not
She can't.
for a while.
We're not on the air Monday. She's going into the hospital Tuesday. So thank you for all the best wishes to Auntie Jen.
Yes,
She's going in
thank
Tuesday,
you.
and we'll keep you posted.
Thank you so much.
Go get him, Auntie Jen. Go get him. Yeah, she just figured it out. She's not going to be with us on the air for a while because after recovery, she is not going to be standing here talking to us. Yeah. Way to go, Auntie Jen. Exciting stuff. Splair, Heidi ho, all you guys, and good morning, Auntie Jen, Richard, Carlin, Go Steelers, Susan, to Alberto, DQ, Dude, Beach. Thanks for sharing. Splair, from me as well, a wonderful weekend and crossing my fingers for your surgery. The Savage of Wall Street, have a great weekend. Auntie Jen, God bless you and good luck. Exactly. And this is her last day with us for probably 2 weeks, maybe 3. But I'll keep you posted on how it's going. Our daughter is coming down next week to also help out. So we'll have some help from Auntie Jen Jr. You might see her hand waving at you from time to time. We'll see what's going on. 806 on SoFi right now is the last trade. The low of the session, 805 on SoFi. Cash secured puts are getting more expensive, which means higher premiums into your pockets. We'll keep an eye on that. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. The Dow is off 161. S&P down 2. NASDAQ down 2. We've gone negative now everywhere. We've gone negative here on a pullback. It's option expiry Friday. And so we've got some red showing up. That's what's going on. Okay, volatility. I told you. I told you. Anyway, there you are. BW, this is not a scam, but if you think so, that's fine. You are free to think whatever you want. Our casinos will take the overflow. If you don't want to set up the tables, we'll take the money. It's okay. No problem whatsoever. If you don't want to be an option writer like the rest of us, don't be an option writer. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yep, there you go. We're down a little bit here on the indexes at the moment. All right. Oh boy. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here. I talk about these 401k loans that you can do. There's also stuff called hardship distributions. I don't know this stuff. I don't know the intricacies of all of these rules with the tax department in the United States. I don't know. I know that in Canada, Canadians can withdraw RRSP money. That's like a 401k. But there are penalties that you have a tax deduction to pay right away on that money. Sometimes it makes sense to take early withdrawals from your RRSPs if you were working until a year or two ago and you used to be at the high tax bracket and now you're not working for whatever reason. You've retired, you were forced to physically stop working because of medical whatever. There are those Canadians out there, some out there, who are now in very low tax brackets but are sitting with very high RRSP balances. They can start taking money out of that RRSP anytime they want. And I think if you take a $5,000 withdrawal, it's a 10% automatic deduction. So they'll hold back 500 of the 5,000, give you 4,500. So you've paid tax of 10% on that money already. At the end of the year, you do your calculations and go, I got this much money in disability or this much money from that. And then I took RRSP money, this much money, 5,000 every couple of months. Here's how much money I made or I'm taxable for. and then take all the deductions you're allowed, including what you prepaid and deductions. And you may find that, oh, I'm getting $1,000 refund, or I still owe another $500. Take another RSP deduction, withdrawal, pay the tax on the tax after you take the tax. There's ways, but for Americans, some of you out there have got $150,000, $200,000 in your 401ks, and you have a second mortgage on your house that is at 8.5%, and you have car loans at 18% or 17% or 12%. You've got 24% credit cards. You could borrow $100,000 from yourselves and pay down a lot of your debt and eliminate mandatory minimum loan payments and do the math and go, well, I'll replace all these payments with a loan payment to myself at 6%, 8%, whatever I charge myself. And this is less that I have to pay myself per month than I'm paying combined for all these debts. That's a smart move. That is a very smart move. That increases your credit score. That reduces your monthly operating costs of being alive. And out of all of it, you might take 50, 60,000 to take care of debts and whatever, and there's 40,000 left over. Now, some of that might be utilized for your IRA top-ups. That's a smart thing to do. Or you're adding that 40,000 to your existing account, your margin account, trading account, and now you can write many, many, many more credit spreads, cash secured puts, poor man covered call trading option, you name it. You can buy more SoFi, or you can buy whatever and write on it. It's up to you. You have to analyze this and figure it out. Thank you all for being here. JR, go SoFi. Susan, Jen, you've got this. Sending prayers for a speedy recovery. JR, Teehee, another red day. The Savage of Wall Street. Something want to gatekeep Uncle Bruce. He's been something no cap, but I don't think everyone will appreciate him. I think he something facts 100. You trying to type on your telephone? The Savage of Wall Street. That's a mama's. That's on mama's. I don't know what this means. Odin's. Now you got my dad getting into options and SoFi. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I've been a member for 32 months. You get my mom and dad in on this. This is a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you, Odin's. Appreciate you, pal. And greetings to your dad, and greetings to all of you out there. Greetings to all of you out there who have been introduced to me through someone else. 133 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you. There are moms and dads watching here. Grandmas and grandpas are watching here who've joined me because of a grandchild, a son, a daughter. There are people here who've been told by their best friend, watch this guy, learn how to write options. This guy will help you. You can email him. You can become a member and ask him questions on the fly. Take advantage of this. What other channels give you that? I do the best I can with what I've got. Thank you all. And welcome all of you who have been brought here, however you've been brought here. There it is, the yearly Odin's Pumpkin site. Seems we will have 6 more weeks of winter this year. All right, Aunt Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, it's the same rules here with the 401k or TDA account. I believe it's about 20%, whatever that means. Splair, rock on Odin's dad. Getting into an independent life is worth it. Hector Salamanca. Uncle Bruce, 3 weeks ago, I asked your opinion on what early 2024 markets would look like. You said it will be a slow bleed of prices. I think you have nailed it. Do you see the future, my friend? You do see the future. You are very kind. Thank you. BW Odin's nice. BW, stock markets with Bruce. Credit just left the islands. So he's speaking Hawaiian, Bruce. That's why you don't understand. I think he's saying it's all good. Have a daiquiri and you'll understand him better. Blair, just in case, I'm wishing all of you out there a relaxed and great weekend. Almost finished here. Neat way to go, Blair. You take care of yourself, buddy, in Dortmund, Germany. Hopefully, good weather coming your way. BW, I think thank you later. Good week. Is that TY, not TV? BW, thank you, my friend. All of you, thank you so much for being here. We're down 150 on the Dow. It looks like right now. Let's take a look here. We were down 150 on the Dow. Yep, Rocket Lab is still up 4 cents. but it's red everywhere else. AI down 71, spiders are down 3, Qs are down 8, GameStop down 14, SoFi is at 802, down 15 cents. Apple holding a 28-cent gain right now. Enphase down 222. Netflix down is up 187. Adobe down 140. Nvidia down 113. Tesla down 555. Matterport is up 4.5 cents. Spire up 4 cents. SmartRent down 4 cents. Owens Corning down 164. ATIP is up 7. Unity down 12. Google up 40. Moderna up 185. Cisco up 17. Pfizer up 27. IBM up 144. HPQ down a nickel now. Microsoft is up 127. ME down a half a penny. Amazon down 25 cents. Home Depot down 220. Vanik Semiconductors down 37 cents. Goldman Sachs down 38. Boeing down 350. Meta, the old Facebook, is up 520, still climbing. Target down 60 cents. JP Morgan up 190. Costco up 460. Walmart up 50, down 54 on Walmart. Disney down is up $1. American Airlines is down 120 at 13.38. AMC down 7.5 cents at 4.62. DraftKings down 22, and Royal Caribbean it's down $2.30 at 121.08. Oil is up today, so that's not good for the cruise lines. Just so you know, we're up 199 on crude oil. All righty, everybody. Thank you. BW Splair, good weekend. You can't get rid of me that easy, Uncle Bruce. I am like a fungus among us, the good kind, not the gross kind, the show floor kind, you know. Deutsch DB, good morning, everyone. I wrote my first cover call yesterday with some help. Unfortunately, I have a small account, so I'm adding funds weekly to build it up. I'm so excited about learning how to write options. I'm so excited. Right on, DB. Welcome to the club. And I'm glad you're here. Those of you who are trying to get onto Discord, send me a private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com right here, and I will send you a link that you can get to kind of get that started. Thank you, those of you who've been going to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That is the website. You will find my classes there. If you just want to buy one here, one there, one here, that's where you go. You can pick them up through PayPal there. Otherwise, if you want to get this deal here, we're running out of time. This is the last weekend for this special. Get 5 for the price of 4, okay? I'll take care of you. We'll send you the links, and if you have any issues with the links, you let me know. Send me an email. Just say, Bruce, I can't figure this out. I'll get you set up. We'll figure it out. There you go. Savage of Wall Street says, you know, Uncle Bruce, you can also borrow $100,000 against your credit. Pay $1,000 to make it 0% APR for 18 months and $4,000 to borrow. That's 5% upfront for 18 months. 100,000 you can turn into 200,000 in a year selling covered calls. Pay off the 100,000 in full. You got 100 left over, free, clear. Can be done. I said, yes, there's ways. There are ways. You guys figure it out. Absolutely. 805, 804 on SoFi now. 804. We're now down 13 cents. Is it a disaster? No. Opportunity? Yeah. Cash secured put opportunities, call contract buyback opportunities. Who knows? Yes, picking up cheap stock opportunities. Absolutely. We're down 130 on the Dow. We're up 4 on S&P. We're up 22 on NASDAQ. We will be very volatile all day today. It's option expiry Friday. And regulars of this channel absolutely know what that means and are willing to go with the flow. Savage of Wall Street, DB, welcome to the party, pal. We all started somewhere. Exactly. We all started somewhere. Welcome to the parties, pal. Welcome to the party. We're down a nickel only on GameStop. Just a nickel. We're just down 5 cents. Nothing serious. Spiders up 51. Qs are up 54. They were just negative a few minutes ago. What's going on? Yeah, there you have it. That's the story. I'm sticking to it right there and right now. I'm off the air Monday because of Martin Luther King Day. The markets are closed on Monday, so I won't be on the air. Tuesday is Jennifer's operation, and I'm hoping to be on the air with you because I don't believe we're going to have Jen into the hospital at 5 in the morning. I don't think we have to get there that soon. So I should be live. I would recommend, though, that all of you who follow me regularly, just keep an eye on the channel. You will note from time to time how I will upload a short video here and there with commentary on what I think is going on or whatnot. So that's cool. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, I don't know. I'm confident I'll be on the air. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know for like really no. So you gotta cut me some slack next week. It's a big week around here. Auntie Jen is going in for surgery, so that's my number one priority right now. BW, Uncle Bruce, I wrote 28 AI March 2750 last Friday. I'm up 25% on this dip now. Decent profit and then rewrite. Can you offer example for others on why a rewrite back into the same date and strike versus up and down? Thanks. Yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with a trade of this nature. If this market has a dip here, AI drops another 50, 60 cents, and BW buys back these 2750s, scores 20%, 30%, 40% quick, crosses his arms, watches the markets have an uptick even later today. He might rewrite these exact contracts again. He's day trading. He's buying back the 2750s, pulling in some dough, and then write them at a higher level later on today, all over again. He could do that. Absolutely. Is there something wrong with this? No. I swear, in Germany, you only get a credit for a product that will lose in 90% of the cases value after buying it. Wait, again, a long weekend. Yes, we're closed Monday. Zed, 138 thumbs, Bruce. Spare, then have a great long weekend, everybody, says Blair. BW wrote those at 389, and I bought back for 289 or lower. Can just wait this out for more, of course, but wanted to give a live example. This is what I talk about here. 28 of these, that's $2,800 profit on a turnaround. Lovely. You can do 5 of these a month, 2,800 a shot. It's 14 grand a month. You're on your way to 30,000. You see what I mean? There you go. Splair, Uncle Bruce, what do you think about a February $17, $18 GameStop call to write? I don't have a problem with that trade. Just get the biggest premium you can. Absolutely, get the biggest premium you can. These are out of the money. Absolutely take the money. Sure. There you go, folks. That's what it's all about here. Giddy up, man. Giddy up. I love this. Love these results you're getting. 802 on your SoFi, down 15 cents. Opportunity is knocking here. Interesting stuff. Thank you all so much for joining Jen and I today, all this week, all this month, these 3 years. We appreciate you, and we thank you for all the kind wishes to Auntie Jen for her hip replacement surgery. Tuesday morning coming up. Thank you. 138 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. We love you. Fantastic. BW is saying that someone early on the chat said that that was not a member, said it must be nice to steal or take others' money. No problem at all. Banks, trusts, pension funds get the leverage their billions have. Why not us with way less? Yeah, no kidding. If you don't take this option money, the banks and hedge funds and mutual funds and pension funds, they'll take it. They're already taking it. Take some as well. Yeah, come on. Be your own pension manager. Yeah, come on. Zeta State, I have 30. $15 strike GameStop expiring April. I sold for $2. Would you buy back now? These contracts were 15.13 now on GameStop. Well, I don't know how you're doing on them. I'm hoping that you're ahead on this game. GameStop calls. Let me see what this looks like now. I may have answered this question before. I'm not sure. Let's take a look here. April. There we go. Getting the series up right now. Oh, hold on a second. Where was I? I was over here. April. Okay, I don't know what exact date, but I'm going to guess the third week of April. I'm going to guess. Are they April 19s? 15s? What are they now? 210 to 232? Is that no, not yeah? You said you wrote 15s, and they're sitting at 210, 232 right now. you do not have to, because there's no profit in this trade yet. And, these are going to drop more. If the stock goes down another 70 cents, these contracts are 170. If the stock drops $1.50, they're going to go down to 140, and that's without time decay. So they're worth 14 cents each book value. That's all they're worth. You don't have to do anything on these. I just sit there with your arms folded. The only trade I'd recommend, if you did a trade, would be to buy these back in order now to write further out calls. Maybe January 25s, you would buy these back for April for like 210 and write Jan 25 15s for 425, 450, 475, or even 18s for 375, 385. That would be a good trade. That would be an okay rollover times 30. I mean, if you can add $1.50 to $3 more in your pocket to write January calls instead of holding the April calls, I would take the extra, was it $4,500 US dollars to $6,000 US dollars being handed to you on a platter? I would look at that. I would look at that seriously. Take the money. Write 18s? Sure, I'd write 18s. Why not? Yeah, $3 out of the money. Yeah. Splair BW is right. Bobby, buying power is almost maxed out with all this cash secured puts on SoFi. I'm only purchasing shares today. Marcus, $8 on SoFi. Yes, $8 right now. BW, we own the stock we love. We love the stock, and it sucks when it goes down to share volume drops. So no option writing on the call to put side. You never care about that again. Take control of your money. Dude, it's important to understand that wealth trickles up, and don't be mad about it. If you're still listening, learn. It's a debt-based system, and money flows to money. It's by design. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Come on, gamblers. Take these $3,000 for a Unity cash secured put for February 16th. Only 175. That's it. I'm only taking a measly 75 and guarantee you I'll buy Unity at 30. Let's go. BW, the imbalance of the option chain on SoFi is so skewed to the put side. This is going to go sub 8. Cash secured put writers will rejoice the further it goes. Sell, and hose Mortimer. Debbie Bonner, STO 10. SoFi 11, expiring 219. 305 premium, $3,050. Good, right? Yeah, I like it. Debbie, sorry. I can't help myself. VW, dude, 1 zillion million % nailed it. There you go, kids. Everybody, $8, 802, 798 for the low of the day on SoFi. There you go, kids. Opportunity knocks. There you have it. Take your fair share of the opportunities being handed to you. The Nvidia is down $1.59 right now. GameStop is sitting at 15.15, down just a dime, but there are opportunities out there for rollovers if you want to take advantage of them. Up to you for sure. Thank you all, and well done, everybody. Keep it going, kids. Keeping it together. Debbie Bonner, those are puts. There you go. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Boom. Speaking of Unity, I was forced to buy back 10 Feb 16 $40 covered calls for 81 cents. 2 days ago, they were 251. Thank you very much. Take it from them. Take everything from them. Absolutely take everything. Yeah. I mean, if people are dumb enough to buy contracts at ridiculous prices, you should be smart enough to take their money. Yeah, they're handing it to you. It's not like you're stealing money from the uninitiated. It's gamblers you're stealing from. And you're not stealing, you're accommodating, and you're adding liquidity to the options market. You're doing the buyers a favor. You're doing them a favor. Friday, it is Friday. Love Option Friday, says BW. Why? Because I have puts that calls on the table. Something's going to print today, and maybe my first $10,000 month ever. And in 12 days, into the year. Uncle Bruce, thank you very much. 10 grand in 12 days. Thank you for being Uncle Bruce. You're welcome. There are many like him around here. He is not alone. Thank you all. Welcome to the Party Pals. Keep the game going. Thank you for all your kind wishes for Auntie Jen. Thank you for all your generosity to Auntie Jen. Have a great weekend, long weekend. We'll probably see you Tuesday. Keep an eye on the channel for updates, and then we'll keep you up to speed on what's going on as the week rolls along, and we'll let you know how Auntie Jen is doing. Okay, guys? Thank you, everybody from Palm Desert, California. It's Uncle Bruce saying take care, enjoy the long weekend, and we'll see you next week. Take the money. Oh, yes, take the money. 35,000 leverage, saw a smaller account. This can happen. Not bad, making 10 grand on a $35,000 account. Best wishes to Auntie Jen. Thank you, Zed. Take care, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye for now.